Hi everyone, it's Lisa, and today on DoodleDrawArt, we're going to draw an Enderman. I've been having lots of requests to do an Enderman, and so here is finally time. So what you're going to want is a straight edge, and I did not find a ruler this morning, but I did find a Lego brick, so that's what I'm going to use for my straight edge. I'm going to start off by drawing the Enderman's head, and so it's going to be a square, and it's going to be not the biggest feature of the Enderman. So I'm going to leave lots of room on my page for the rest of him. So here I go, making his head. I'm going to start off with a square that's pointing straight forward, like this. And then we're going to add a bit of dimension to show that his head is a brick. So we're just going to draw this angle going back and another line that's parallel to this one going down beside it. So we're not actually going to see the bottom of the back of this because of his body. So now we're going to draw the body of the Enderman, and it's going to come directly underneath his head. So the head is smaller than the body, so the body's going to come down to about here. So we'll draw the body section extending from the head. Again, just using my straight edge, and it goes straight across here. This. And I've just got his head on an angle, but I think the body is facing straight forward. So now we're going to draw his arms, and they're very long. The arms are going to start off right up here at the corner of his shoulder, and I'm just going to draw them on a little bit of an angle so that when I draw the arm pointing out, we can see it separate from the body. Now here's the bottom of his body. His arm is going to go all the way to here. So I'm going to go straight up, connecting to this corner all the way down to here. Then I'm going to draw another parallel line. So I'm going to make sure that the distance here is the same as the distance here. You could measure this if you wanted. I'm going to use my eyeball to do it. Not always the best way, but you can always use your eraser if you're not happy with your lines. And then just cap it off over there. And the same thing over on this side. We'll draw a little shoulder pointing up, like this, and then his arm again coming down all the way to here, straight line, and parallel line from this one. It's important to hold on to your ruler or your straight edge. Better than that. This, and then straight across. Alright, and now we'll do his legs, and his legs are about the same length as his arms, so we're going to use the whole bottom of our page to do this. So we're going to start in just a little bit from the edge, and we're going to go straight down the page, and then over, and straight back up. Again, I'm going to hold my straight edge nice and firmly so it doesn't wiggle while I'm drawing. And then we'll do the other leg. So I'm going to leave about the same amount of space here in between. And we'll go down, parallel to the last leg, same length, and one more line. Like these go across at the same place, and then back up. And straight. Okay, so those are all the parts of his body, and now we just have to concern ourselves with the rest of his. Well, I think I'm actually going to make a little three-dimensional body section here, just so we see that's the same as the head, and maybe coming across here like this. I was looking at him from a little bit below. Okay, so now I'm going to draw his eyes, and they're going to be right up here. They're rectangles, like this, and like this, coming right out to the side, and they're going to have darker pinkish purple sections in the middle. And then we have to show where the shading is on his body. So we're going to start off by just faintly marking in where the darker black is going to be. So we're going to have like the corner of this side, the corner of this side. These are going to be dark. And then sort of like eyebrows here, Gonna go over and up and back down. Same thing on the other side, over and up and then back down. So these are going to be shaded in darkly, all of this. The Enderman is very dark in the first place, but these parts are even darker. Then up here in the middle, we've got like a furrowed brow, sort of sad face. Up here, this will be colored in dark. And then we're going to show his underneath his eyes. So this one's going to have these 2 bricks shaded darkly, and this one's going to have these 2 bricks shaded darkly. I'm saying bricks, but the sections, I guess. And then we want to show where his sort of mouth shape is going to be. So we're going to come over here from this corner, and then over and up and down and over and up and down. And then I'm just going to pull this all through here like this. So the bottom of his face will actually come down to here. Okay, so all of this is going to be shaded in darkly. So that's the basic shape for his face. And now we're just going to add in his body outline. So we'll have a long shaded section here, another long shaded section here, and then an L shape backwards shaded section here. And then we're going to do like a little face right here in squares. This will be shaded darkly. And then below that we're going to have like a rectangle, and another rectangle, and another rectangle. And then there's one little square here, and 2 little squares here. So these are going to be all shaded in dark black. And now we'll do the top of his arm. So this is going to be all shaded darkly here, and then another bump here of dark. And then further down the arm, we'll have a little square like an elbow. And then this whole area here will be dark. And then coming further, we're going to have the end of his hand section in dark. And just above it, we'll put another one. And on the other arm, same sort of thing. We're going to go over and down and shade this darkly. And a little brick here, shaded darkly. And across from this one. And across from this one. And across from this one. And then down here for his hand-ish area. Okay, and now for his legs, we're going to have shadows here and here. And then more like this. And then down here, knees. And then underneath the knees, we'll have a cross sort of like this. Same thing on this side. And then coming down here, we'll have ankles and feet. Okay, so that's it. This is how we draw the Enderman. So now I'm going to use my fine point Sharpie. I'm going to outline all of this, and I'll do that in time lapse. Alright, so I've gone over all of my lines, and I've used my regular fine point Sharpie to fill in all of the dark black sections, and I've used my ultra fine point to do just the outline. And now I'm ready to color them in, so I'm going to use 2 different colors of pinkish fuchsia for his eyes, and then I'm going to color in black on all the remaining areas. So you can use colored pencils or markers or whatever you have, but I am going to use crayon. So that's it. I'm finished coloring in my Enderman. And you could go darker than this. I just wanted to make sure that you could still see my details. I'm not really sure how the camera is going to pick up all these blacks against the white. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed watching me draw this. It was a user subscriber request. So if you have requests for some more things to draw, please be sure to let me know. And I would love it if you would comment on this video. And if you're not already a subscriber, please hit the subscribe button so that you can catch all my future videos. I decided to draw this Enderman as an in-game Enderman. I see a lot of cartoon versions of Enderman on the internet, and I thought maybe this in-game version would be the preferable one, since that's how I did my Creeper and my Steve. So please, as I said, comment, rate, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.